Hey everyone, I'm Shaleia.
And my name is Jeff.
Yes, it is. And today's question, I think it's a cool one. It says, I get conflicting messages on how our twin flame connection is supposed to be. Sometimes I get that we could do everything together. Sometimes I get that we should separate our activities to have breathing space. How to figure this out? Well, this is a really good question.
It's a good one for us too because we spend so much time together.
Yeah, this is something that's come up for us personally because ever since we were together, started dating, like even online. I don't know, I just don't see the point. I mean, it's your twin flame, and this is the person that I was created with, the soul that I was created with in the exact moment to be my perfect partner and lover and everything. I don't feel, I don't know, I feel like I could hang out with him all the time and it's okay. Like there's no thought of I need breathing space in my union or he needs breathing space. Now, like we do give each other space many times throughout the day. But that doesn't mean that we disconnect from each other. That's a really big difference. Like we never disconnect. I tried doing that when we were like online dating, where I'm like, I need to go off and be alone. And maybe this is like my my rising sign Sagittarius coming out.
My healing space where I cut you off and I go out alone and on hikes. And I was like, no, don't do that. It feels awful.
Well, yeah, I was learning because I didn't know. Like I was used to just like doing me and being me.
Well, I think that people get it mixed up with the idea of like neediness or like possession. Like, I need to know where you're at all the time. I need to know what you're doing all the time so I can control you because I feel, insignificant inside. And that's not what's happening. I think when people, finally find their twin flames and they're like, wow, I really want to be around you all the time. That's okay. It's okay to do that.
It's absolutely okay.
But remember, like, you don't have to be around them all the time, and it's okay to, like, take some space, too.
Yeah.
And, like, do other things, but it's okay if you don't actually want to do other things. You want to hang out for, like, 18 days straight and literally never take a break. That's cool, too. If that feels really good, go for it.
Yeah. And I know, like, that is very much true for us, like, in the beginning of our union, like when we were physically reunited in Sedona, like we were always together, always doing something. Like there really was no reason for us to like do something separate at that time, and we were that way for like months. And then when we started going into deeper loving, things, thoughts and feelings that were out of alignment with that new level of loving came up to be cleared and released. AKA a lot of our old trauma and
childhood.
We started taking a little bit more space from each other to figure this out because we were starting to get into really bad fights and getting extremely needy and upset all the time, and so we go into our separate corners and like figure it out, but like we're always around it. Even in those moments
we're still around each other.
Still in the
same house.
Still in the same house. But we're still able, and even now, because we live and work from home and we're together all the time, we're under the same, I don't know, it's just...
I think in the 2.5 years we've been together, or the 2 years we've been physically together, like, the longest we ever spent away from each other was like a weekend where I spent at my friend's house, like, 2 nights, and then... that was it.
And I was totally fine. Like, I
it was cool.
I was still like,
it wasn't like
I checked in once.
Yeah, it wasn't like we're texting constantly when we're away. Like, I went off and hung out with my friends for the weekend, went biking and all that.
I did my own thing. I had like a Shaleia girls weekend with just Shaleia. Doing like girl things.
Well, that was the time when Altona was dying, so you were taking some time along too for that.
No, I wasn't. That was not the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, actually, she called me. She wasn't dying. Ha.
No. Anyways, that was not the thing to bring up.
My bad.
Right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was our spiritual teacher, and I don't know why he thought that was the right time, but
I just thought that that was what was happening at that time.
no. Anyways, we're getting off track, so let's get back on track.
Sure.
The point is that do what feels good to you in your twin flame union. There is the only blueprint there is your own blueprint for your union, not the old relationship paradigm where you think you have to have so much space. Like I used to think before I met my twin, I used to think that I needed a lot of space in a relationship. But that's because I was dating men who were not my twin flame, and I definitely needed a lot of space from them.
What we really want to communicate with this video is that it's okay to just follow your heart and do what feels really right for you. Like no one outside you is gonna come and reprimand you. No,
No, and who cares if they like supposedly judge you on? It's your union.
Haters gonna hate.
Yeah, like no one can come in and say you spend too much time. If someone said that about me and Jeff, I'd just laugh.
And then close the door. Goodbye.
So yeah, you don't get it. So, all right. I hope that answers your all your questions about taking space, what your twin flame should look like, what your twin flame union should look like. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
If it should look like whatever feels good to you, and that's the best advice that I can really give, because that's exactly how we're living. Like we don't live by a specific standard in our marriage or in our union about what it should be and should look like. It just is, and we allow ourselves to be fully expressed in our union, and we are both supportive in our union being fully expressed so that it can be natural and be how it's meant to be, not as opposed to how it should look or how you think it should look or how others think it should look. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that helps, and I guess if you have any stories that you'd like to share about this topic, you can put it in the comments section below.
Well, thanks for joining us. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos, and check the box below for some awesome twin flame content that we offer, including our book courses, coaching, and readings. Thanks a lot.